morning. It's February 4th, 7:05 a.m. Out here on the homestead. So last time we cut down all that grass over here on the hill that we're going to plow for the sunflower field. We're at 67% fermented on this silage pit here. And we've got... What do we got? 422 liters of tomatoes here, 404 here. These are about to give us our first pallets of tomatoes there, which is awesome. Now we got a bunch of clippings that we need to pick up. Looks like the snow didn't stick to the grass last night at all, so that's good. Check our pallets. Looks like we got 15 pieces here. And another 15 here. So our chickens are laying what seems like 5 eggs every 2 days. It looks like. Let's see. Why don't we go ahead and all right, we're gonna have to move stuff out of the way here. We might be able to get away with sneaking the forage wagon past that. Let's go ahead and lower this down, drop it, and then we'll go, whoop, not that way. Let's grab the forage wagon. And we'll pick up the edges of the grass out there. Might be able to do it. There we go. Yeah. Sneak it right on past that piece of equipment. The stump grinder there. Oh, no. Hang on. Let's do this and go this way. Alright, so we want to go ahead and turn it on. We'll collect up what we can from the ground around here. We gotta find a place to put this until we can get either the new silage pit set up. So we want to get that set up as quickly as possible. I've decided we are going to set up that bigger silage pit. Don't know where yet. We need to figure that out. I think I had already stated where I wanted to put it, but let's go over here and basically visualize what we're going to... So I'm thinking about putting it about right here, next to this little copse of trees, right along here. That should be a good spot. Let's get back to this. Alright, let's keep going with grabbing all this grass up. Try and make sure we get as much of this up as possible. Every little liter is going to make us some money, so we don't want to miss out too much on any of this. Now we probably won't be able to get all of it, just because some of it's in kind of a weird position around here on the hills. See how like this small bit over here might not be able to get picked up. It looks like it did. So we might be okay there. We just want to do like a quick preliminary sweep of the sides. Try and get as much of that as possible. Don't want to flip this thing. Want to get that back up off the hill. So that way we have kind of a clearer idea of where we can pick all this stuff up from. Now that little small bit right there out to the right, I don't know if we'll be able to get that. I think it's off. It's considered on somebody else. No, we got it. So we'll try and get all the little bits. Get all the little bits up off the ground. Here we go. That one. we're just doing a quick little sweep around, and we'll also hit the windrow that we've already organized here up. We just want to make sure to clean up the sides of all the extra that we missed with the windrower. The windrower was kind of having issues with some of the hills around. Some of the hilly spots over there. This thing seems to not care too much about it one way or the other. So we'll just go ahead and use that to our advantage. Now the only unfortunate thing is that it won't collect things when you back up over them, unlike balers. Balers will collect material even if you're backing up over them. This forage wagon does not do that. So I'm thinking about a forage wagon and a half worth of grass out here. I'm just going to interject here really quick. I mean, down closer to the bottom of the hill here, the windrower works better, but honestly, I think I'm just going to pick it up like this off of this section of land, just because it's just a bit easier instead of trying to go over it with that little windrower. I mean, I guess I could do some rows back and forth right here, but it's not going to save a whole lot of time. This is actually going fairly quick. We'll have this probably all picked up by like 1-2 p.m. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. We'll just have the video going at a 2x speed or something like that. It's not going to take too much longer. Well, maybe if my pedals would work with me here, stop moving around so much, stop slip sliding around on the ground. That'd be neat if that could happen. Anyway, let me get this all done, and then we'll figure out what to do next. Alright, we're pretty much done over here now. We just need a little bit more up off the ground. We almost have, there it is, 100% in the forage wagon. This thing is having no problems pulling this. So let's go ahead and stop the tractor for now. Let's go get the lawnmower. And we're gonna mow out the section where I plan on putting the new silage pit. I've decided we are going to get the new silage pit now, to start fermenting what we can from all this grass as soon as possible. And it's basically just going to be this whole section off to the left here. This big section up until the rock, kind of running around the path here. So let's get over to the rock. At least get close to it there. So we're going to start along the left-hand side of the path here. Right here. And we're just going to mow all this along the path up into the rock, and then we will hang a left, and then we'll mow all the way up into the chicken coops. I'm just going to call them coops, you know. I mean, they're kind of like coops, minus the building. So we'll go ahead and hang a left now. And we'll just run it all the way past the rock. And we'll go along the rock too here. Try to get as much of this grass cut down as possible. We're going to go all the way up to the coops, the pastures, whatever they are. And then we'll hang a left again. Right about there. That's good. And we'll go all the way back down to the start of the path. And close to the trees here, this is where the new silage pit is going to go. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and carve out that little spot first, where that's going to go. Just go up and down this side to cut it out, to cut the grass down here. We'll drop all the grass that we have in the back of the forage wagon, and then collect up the grass where the silage pit's going to go. And then place the silage pit, and then start dropping all the grass in it. Now there's a bit more grass out back that way. See how it's on the ground out there? It's pretty dark. You can see it from here. We still have to windrow that and collect that up. And then we're going to leave that section of grass right there to grow some more into March. Before we collect it. The good thing about cutting this grass down, aside from, you know, trying to get the profits from it before placing down a building, we honestly should have done that with the chicken coops as well, or the pastures. Completely slipped my mind when we placed them. But the good thing about doing this is that we do get a bit of money from what the land has here already before losing it, essentially. Kind of the reason why I cut the grass on the hill was to try and at least profit, get some sort of profits off the grass that was already there before plowing a field into it. So I think one more pass should do it. That should be able to fit the silage pit after one more pass. So we're actually going to do 2 more passes. We're going to do one this way, and then one back again. Then we can leave the lawnmower out here on this side until we get this get all this collected up and the silage pit placed. So I'm already changing what we're going to do, but we're gonna go ahead and set the lawnmower up right here. Getting ready to cut into this portion of grass, and then we're going to dump what grass we have out, collect up all this. Let's go ahead and... Oh, that's not what we want. There we go. So we're just going to do this, and then we'll just run along it to pick it back up. That is a lot of grass. Making a donut. Alright, so let's go ahead and pick up all this now. Back up and straighten out. There we go. So we're just going to go ahead and collect this up, clear the spot out, and place the silage pit. And the new one should be, I think it's about $9,000, give or take some money for landscaping around it. Well, more give than take, or take than give. So it's not going to it's not going to give us money for having to landscape around it. But not only do we have that grass, but we also have the chaff over next to the, or over under the, oh, what is that thing? The bale shed that we have. So we can go grab that and throw that in the silage pit as well. And we're basically going to try and put as much grass as possible without cutting into that hill over there, into the silage pit. So we'll just go ahead and collect all this up. Almost done here. Think about like maybe 1 or 2 more passes. One more pass coming back this way, most likely. Yeah, we're gonna need like, a quick cleanup pass coming back this way. But it's looking good so far. We're just, cleaning up the meadows, clearing out the sections we need to clear out. This is almost going to turn into like a little mini farmyard out here. All right, let's run this over this thing. Pick up all this stuff again. Why don't we go ahead and grab all the stuff that's out here, actually, so we could just get it closer in there. There we go. Just grab up all this stuff. This is kind of I see it as a pretty good investment for later, because it's not going to make us super rich or anything, but it'll definitely help us out later on when we're trying to get, more equipment, or, you know, maybe if we try to get into a different type of animal aside from chicken, to say pigs. Pigs is one that I really want to do. Kind of the bacon empire of the world. That, and they basically provide free fertilizer, manure, and slurry, which is pretty great. Alright, just a little bit more. Oh, tractor kind of leaning there. A little bit more here. Alright, I think that does it for those. For all that bits, all those bits right there of grass. Looks like there's a few more spots. Let's go ahead and pick up as much of this as we can right now. We'll just have to run it over. And there we go, 100% full. Let's go ahead and stop the engine for now. Let's go to construction. Ooh, that's nice right there. It'd be better to even get that one. Oh, but it's really not, it's really broken. Alright, so construction, there we go. Production, is it? Is it production? No, it's silos, that's what it is. Yeah, $9,200, okay. So we can put it kind of like that. Trying to make it to where it's the least amount of money coming out of our pocket. There we go. And if we want to, we can even extend it later on when we're getting more. But for now, we don't really need to do that. So now we can go ahead and just run this through up here, dump it in. And that was the biggest one. That was the biggest one that we can get. Now, I don't know if it's gonna... Is it not gonna trigger? It's not gonna trigger anything? Okay, so we're gonna have to do it manually. Let's see here. Fill level of chaff. Okay. So let's just start driving forward a bit. We don't really have to drive too fast because this thing is pretty good when it comes to pulling this. Alright, that looks good. Let's go ahead and collect up some more. Yeah, let's get rid of that there. Alright, we'll collect up the rest of what's right here. Dump it in the silage pit as well. We want to try and get all this completed in the next couple of days. Shouldn't take too long. Shouldn't take too long. We'll just have to see. Almost got all that. The other thing we want to make sure to do is to compact it every single time we dump a new amount of grass in there, just so we can even it out in the silo itself. So let's see. We're at 16,111. So I'll make sure to shut this thing off here, and then we'll start unloading again. Alright, why don't we go ahead and compact some of it now. We'll just smash it down. Just make it a little bit easier on us. future. So, I mean, I'm already seeing 19,000 liters of chaff here, which means 19,000 liters of silage when it's finished. Oh, it's falling out the sides there, so that's no good. So we'll have to pick that back up. Kind of went a little too generous with the chaff in the center there. So hopefully we can run the collector along the sides here and pick up the rest of it. Maybe if I run it down the center, maybe it won't fall out so much. That's looking good. It's compacting it pretty nicely there. We just want to make sure that it's nice and flat every time, so that way when we do dump another amount, we can fit more into it without running the risk of basically losing it. As you can see along the sides there, we don't want to lose too much of it. We want to be able to get as much in there as possible. And I think I was doing okay with just the running up and down the center. If you just run up and down the center, it looks like that kind of prevents some of the loss, at least a little bit of it. This is kind of a bit of a slower process doing something like this, because I don't want to go too fast over the top, because I want as much time running over it. I don't know if that actually makes a difference. Seems like it does. Alright, I'm gonna keep doing this, and then I'll grab the forage wagon again and get the other bits of chaff from underneath the shed over there, and then we'll keep cutting down this section of grass out here. Get it ready to be put in here as well. Alright, so that was another roughly 8,000 liters worth of chaff right there. So now let's compact this down. Let's see where we stand. Trying not to let it go off into the sides and get lost. I'll try and flatten this as best as possible without losing any. Some loss is kind of to be expected. Can't fit it all in here. It's not one of those nice concrete ones, so there's no side walls really protecting it from falling out the sides. We'll see what we can do to prevent that from happening, though. So far, so good. It's compacted down to 73%. We want to just keep compacting it down until it gets to 100. Oh, we've already lost a little bit. That's all right. You know, we could just do like I did, like you saw me do, and just run along the sides of it with the forage wagon. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Calm down. Whoa! What is that? Gear shifter is acting screwy. Let's get back into it here. I wish it would slow down. Alright, there we go. It's nice and steady. Slow and steady here. That's what needs to happen. We're losing some along the sides again. Like I said, I mean, it's kind of to be expected, but I mean, it's no less annoying when it happens, because, you know, we're trying to get as much of this possible to get fermented to be able to sell it. And if we can't get enough, you know, we won't be able to do stuff. We'll have to take out loans, which I really do not want to do. Let's see, what's the fill level? We're sitting at 24,904. Okay, and then this pit right here has 30% left to go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and grab the wagon. Grab the wagon and put it away for the night. Hiccup was. Don't like it though. Alright, put that right here. We'll park that and then park the windrower as well. And then can go grab the, what is that thing? The lawnmower. Wait, where's the windrower? There it is. And we'll keep this thing attached to it because we're going to be windrowing up all that grass tomorrow, as well as mowing. And I think we'll start back at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Same thing, so we need to be able to see. We can go ahead and cut this down just a little more. Going back. Might as well get one more row of this done. On our way back to the house. Can't really see anything, but there, that actually helps. You can see a little bit now. There, that actually helps even more. Getting rid of that menu. I can still kind of see, so I'm gonna do another pass. It's a little difficult to see, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be at this time. So I'm thinking about mid-February is when that other silage pit is going to be ready to be opened up and sold. And we're also going to sell that small silage pit. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of it. I don't plan on using it anymore. Alright, this is the final pass before we go to bed. As you can see, the sun's out right, or not the sun, but the moon. The sun. The moon's out right now, so that's actually kind of helping us a little bit because it's not cloudy. We can actually see just a bit here. But it's getting pretty late. Time to get some dinner and go to bed. We can also check on our silage again. I think it's still at 69%. Might be at 70 now. But we could check the silage, we could check the tomatoes again, and the chickens to see how everything's shaping up over there. Let's go ahead and park this for now, though. Alright, let's check the silage pit. 69% still. It'll probably be 70, 71% tomorrow morning. And the greenhouses, 435 there and 416 there. We're looking at probably a pallet within the next couple of days or so. And then the chickens. Let's see what the chickens are doing here. Food's still good. And still 15 pieces each. I would imagine it's each because we bought them at the same time. Yeah, it's 15 pieces each. And we just have to wait. Just have to wait till some more eggs pop. Alright. Let's check the silage pit one more time. I think it was... Okay, I was just seeing because the hour changed. So sometimes that makes a difference. But, yep, that is it. I'm gonna get some dinner and go to bed. And, yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you next time. But until then, have a great night, everyone.